girls being loud and crazy? Did you have a good nap? Yeah? You got nice cheeks. Good morning, guys. I have not picked up the camera in quite a few days. I have been feeling incredibly tired. We had a lot going on over the weekend. We had a big church event that was great. And then if you saw our last video, we had a lot of issues with our grocery order and managing to get food into this house, and doesn't seem like it would be a big deal, but I spent a lot of time over the weekend on the phone trying to sort that out, and speaking with our bank about getting a refund for all the money that was taken out of our account and no groceries showing up. So by the end of the weekend, I was just really tired and feeling a little bit overwhelmed about the next couple of weeks. It is December here. We are about a week into December, and I have a lot on my plate at the moment, a lot of things coming up that we need to do, kid stuff and things that we want to take part in at church. Next week we're going with my mom and doing a little performance at a church not too far away from us, and so we have to get that all together, and I need to make sure that my kids know all of the words to the Christmas carols we're singing. We were practicing the other day and someone was singing "Angels We Have Heard on High," sweetly singing over the airplanes. So we still have a little bit of work to do on that. So we just have a lot going on. It is nothing new for December. It's just something that happens, and I just have to remember that I have grace. I usually start feeling overwhelmed when I am thinking too far ahead and making mental lists of all the things that I need to do and all the responsibilities that I have just before Christmas time and finishing up school, and just all the things that I put on myself that I want to get done or feel that I need to get done. So yeah, I started feeling a little bit overwhelmed. The other thing is that when I am pregnant, I tend to be quite tired. Growing a person is hard work, and yeah, I just feel tired a lot during pregnancy, and it is nothing new. It's just something that I have to deal with, but I need to make sure that I am getting enough sleep, and Shiloh has been waking up a lot at night. She has never slept fully through the night yet. Hopefully that's coming soon, but she's been waking up quite a few times. She still has a bunch of teeth that are coming through that it feels like it's been months, and her molars are still popping through. Last night when I put her to bed, her little cheeks were just so red. She didn't have a fever or anything. I think she's just been teething, and so she has been really fussy pretty much all the time. And the other thing is we are kind of dealing with her being pretty whiny and pretty fussy a lot of the time. She, I think, is just getting really frustrated with the fact that she can't crawl or walk or move around to different places to entertain herself, and so that has been a little bit difficult and something that has been adding to my feelings of overwhelming, because having a fussy baby is no fun, and we want her to be happy. We want happy babies. So yesterday I sat down and tried to come up with some solutions to the things that are making me feel a bit overwhelmed, and one of them is for Shiloh. And so because she can't move around on her own, because she has hemiplegia, I've decided that what I need to do is to just help her do that. And so I have started to pick her up and move her around to different places in our house myself. All of my other kids at this age, Shiloh is 20 months now, so she's a little bit over 1.5, and All of my other kids at this stage were walking around and getting into cupboards and pulling everything out and making huge messes, but it keeps them really happy and content. And because she's not able to do that, I have figured that we just need to help her. So this morning I took her and I plunked her right in front of our dishwasher and helped her to unload the dishwasher onto the floor so that she could play with the cups and plates and things, which seems kind of counterproductive, making extra messes to clean up in our house, but it is totally worth it for having a happy and content baby. So we just kind of need to think of some new ways and new solutions to help her. Nobody gives you a manual for being a special needs parent, and with each month that passes, it's just a lot of new things that I haven't had to deal with before, and so I'm not prepared for them, and I just sort of have to take each day as it comes and remember that I have God's grace and that I'm not doing this alone, because I couldn't do this alone. It would be way more than I can handle. It is way more than I can handle. And so when I'm feeling overwhelmed, I need to get some extra sleep in, which I've been trying to do, even though the baby's waking up a lot at night. I need to get some extra sleep in, even if that means taking a nap. And I need to get some prayer time in and remember that I'm not alone, and that I don't need to be everything for everyone all the time. So anyways, we are pushing through school this week. Carlo is off work next week, so we are gonna get one more good week of school in, and then we will be on Christmas break, which I tell you, I cannot wait. That will take some pressure off, and we will just be able to prep and get things ready for Christmas. I have only gotten a few things out, but yeah, we just have needed to take a day or two the past couple days, and I've needed to sit down and figure out some solutions so that we can continue on with our month and not feel so overwhelmed. So yesterday we got some of our Christmas stuff up. Zuri helped me string a bunch of lights over here. What are you guys doing?
Dance party.
You're gonna have a dance party.
You need to find my karaoke machine so I can put in my pocket.
You need to find some pants. Hello, are you a mermaid for this dance party? So we've got some lights strung up here. And then down here, we also have set up on our coat rack. I got some little things at a Christmas fair we had at our church, and I think they're so cute. Carlo thinks they look a little bit weird, but I think it's really simple and pretty. So we've got a little candle in there. It's not a real fire one because I'm not about burning my house down, but I've got a few Christmas directions. I have a few Christmas decorations up, and then I have this pretty nativity scene that my mom got for me a couple years ago that I think is so cool, carved right out of a chunk of wood with the bark still on it. So we've got that up. And then we also have one of our nativity scenes set up. I just love this. I still need to get some fresh greenery to put behind here, but I found this at a charity shop or a thrift store a couple years ago, and it was all painted a really funky color. Look, I'll show you if I turn around. So I decided to spray paint it all white, which I love, but I ran out of spray paint, so I was only able to do the front, and it's been about 4 years, and I still have not finished spray painting it, but it's okay. Looks good from the front. And then in our kitchen, we hung up just a few little things. We got this star that my aunt got me from IKEA a few years ago, and we strung up some mistletoe garlands that are looking a little bit wonky, but it's really nice to have some Christmas things up. We are getting things up slowly but surely. It's gonna happen in this house. Oh, and there's one more over here. This was given to me by my aunt probably about 15 years ago, a tiny little nativity set, and I think it's so sweet. So I put it in this little Christmas ball, and it is sitting here making my sink feel happy. There you go. Okay, we are sitting down for lunch. It was lunchtime before we started our reading, but I started reading this book to the girls last week and I just didn't really like it, which is really surprising. It's a Newbery Honor Medal book, and usually they are so good, but there was just a bunch of mean characters in this book. And I decided quite a few years ago that I'm just not going to read any books that I do not enjoy myself. I'm not going to read them to the kids because I don't have time for that, to sit through a book that I don't think is A, very good, or B, interesting. And this book was interesting, but the characters were just mean. So we're not reading that. We are now reading this book, The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane, and it is so good. I read this book to Malachi and Ayana when they were younger, and I highly recommend it. It is an awesome story about a very selfish and self-absorbed China rabbit who learns to love and what real love is. And so we are going to read that one instead, aren't we, guys? Do you like it so far?
Yes, I love it.
These girls are in there dancing. Dancing gear after a nice dance party. Do you remember this book, dude?
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Mom, I feel like I remember you read
It's a good one.
Mom, I feel like I remember you read that to the guys when I was little or something.
Yeah, but you don't quite remember the story, huh?
Yeah, I do remember that it was China, and I used to get scared of it.
Yeah. All right, Malachi, come, put your bottom on the bench. Edward possessed a small trunk, and Adeline packed it for him, filling it with his finest suits and several of his best hats and 3 pairs of shoes, all so that he might cut a fine figure in London. Hello. Hello. Shiloh's practicing her rolling skills. And she's figured out how to eat her toes. Yay! It's good stuff, huh? And Zuri and I are sitting here finishing up the last thing before we're done with all of our homeschool for the day. Oh, please don't put that on the book.
Sorry.
Oh dear. We're just finishing up our reading lesson, and then we're all done.
Yay!
All done for the day.
Yeah. Peekaboo. 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 Peekaboo.
We ended up having a pretty good day. I got a lot of things checked off my list that I wanted to get done. These guys are watching cartoons, and my sister Elena is here. Say hi, Elena.
Hi.
And she is helping me get some hairs done, which is definitely my favorite. So we got a lot of schooling finished up, and then in the afternoon we worked through a bunch of house stuff that had to get done upstairs. So we have had a good day. Did you have a good day? Noe took a nap today. She was real tired this afternoon, and the girl needed a little sleep, and then she felt much better, didn't you? Did you feel much better? She felt good. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.